King Celestia once said, life is like theater, so I watch all of the drama. These are the days of our lives. Watch how the world turns. I'm young and I'm restless. This is no paradise hotel. I'm brighter than all your stars, and I'm bigger than the sea. I'm in love with me. I am the bold and the beautiful, 'cause I'm too Ross Clark bold. I'm too hot to hold, too hot to handle. I blow out the Obia Man candle and turn out all the lights on your stage. This storm is no longer caged. I'm raged by the sadness of the black woman without her man. This is the real TV, realer than TV. I don't believe anything I see. I believe in what's happening to me. Oh yeah, spin your web. Spin your web, 'cause I don't believe in you. I believe in me. So spin your web, 'cause it won't work on me. Spin your web, spin your web, spin your web.
I smoke the ganja to make me feel nice. I smoke the ganja to make me feel alright. I smoke the ganja to make me feel nice. I smoke the ganja to make me feel alright.
I speak truth and ask cautious questions they won't answer. I curse, I hex in my fate, my medicine is the ganja. But me block behind the big gate, feeling anger. A toothbrush steak is my fate, my medicine is the ganja. Muslims to help Jews trade slaves from Africa. Jihad is my fate, my medicine is the ganja. Hard drugs led to the death of old dirty bastards. Swords is my fate, my medicine is the ganja. Puff, puff, pass, but it's just me. Never mixing weed with coke, man, that's just me. Used to drink and drive, thank God I'm still alive. To tell the youth not to do it, but they won't listen. Brought up in the Western school system, uses television to keep their minds in a prison, incarcerating or killing blacks that have the wisdom to open minds. But there's no barcode, 'cause they won't stop the open mic. We open sight from the tunnel visual to the end of the funnel. The Most High can't have that, watch Babylon crumble. Some love it so much, look back and turn to fallen angel dust. I stay humble, saying blessed passing, screw-faced members of my race in this concrete jungle. Cross-faced chicken wings, submission holes, make fags scream uncle. While burning rainbow flags, drag sight the burning halo. Fags hate to be called cigarettes, bumping slew them loud. Driving up church with more than crack windows, I have no regrets. Until walking up the old city hall steps, this old man with dimples pointed out carvings of Freemasonic symbols. Living in the city of infidels, crossbred and still breeding with no races. The devil hides behind many faces and leads nations walking up and down, conquering with a crucifix. Before Africans were slaves, it was Europeans. The word Slav explains to get the details like check the true nature of the beast by William Mackey.
I smoke the ganja to get a higher meditation.
Fund that emancipation, but we don't deal with trading.
I smoke the ganja to make me get this nice vibration. Ganja, oh the ganja. Ganja, oh the ganja. Ganja, oh the ganja. Ganja, oh the ganja.
Who told them that they can name her the vampire slayer, when my grandfather's name is David and my brother's name is Michael Gabriel? All vampire overseers will go to hell. This is not my speech, it's a speech of a white slave owner named William Lynch on the banks of James River in 1712. Gentlemen, I greet you here on the banks of the James River in the year of our Lord, 1712. First, I shall thank you, the gentlemen of the colony of Virginia, for bringing me here. I'm here to help you solve some of your problems with the slaves. Your invitation reached me on my modest plantation in the West Indies, where I've experimented with some of the newest and still the oldest methods for control of slaves. Ancient Rome would envy us if my program is implemented. As our boat sailed on the James River, named after our illustrious king, whose version of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that your problem is not unique. While Rome used cords of wood as crosses for standing human bodies along its old highways in great numbers, You are here using the tree and the rope on occasion. I caught the whiff of a dead slave hanging from a tree a couple of miles back. You are not only losing valuable stock by hangings, you are having uprisings. Slaves are running away. Your crops are sometimes left in the fields too long for maximum profit. You suffer occasional fires. Your animals are also killed. Gentlemen, you know what your problems are? I do not need to elaborate. I'm not here to enumerate your problems. However, I'm here to introduce you to a method of solving them. In my bag here, I have a foolproof method for controlling your black slaves. I guarantee every one of you that if installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 300 years. My method is simple. Any member of your family or your overseer can use it. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and I make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. These methods have worked on my modest plantation on the West Indies, and it will work throughout the South. Take this simple list of differences and think about them. On the top of my list is age, but it is there only because it starts with an A. The second is color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex, size of plantation, status on plantation, attitude of owners. Whether the slave lives in the valley or on the hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. Now that you have a list of differences, I shall give you an outline of action, but before that I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust, and envy is stronger than adulation, respect or admiration. The black slave, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black slave versus the young black slave, and the young black slave against the old black slave. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves, and the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must also have your white servants and overseers distrust all blacks. But it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love us, respect, and trust only us. Gentlemen, these kids are yours to control. Use them. Have your wives and children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used intensively for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually distrustful. Thank you, gentlemen. That was Willie Lynch until the storm came along. I told you, vampire overseers, all vampires go to hell. This is Sheba Storm, Hotep. Peace. Sheba Storm. From his mouth comes a sharp sword, so that with it he may strike down the nations, and he will rule them with a rod of iron, and he treads the winepress of the fierce wrath of God, the Almighty. And on his robe and on his thigh he has a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Then I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried out with a loud voice, saying to all the birds which fly in mid-heaven, come, assemble for the great
Supper of God, Jah, Rastafari. This is the Matrix. We cops can't take this. I'm not faking this. You better grab a hold of this. You're lucky to be a witness in this. Armageddon. This is the one, the only Sheba storm. Coming to you in different form with henchmen by my side. You're gonna get on a
celestial ride. Revolution. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Just revolution. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Sit back and be mesmerized and listen to the lyrics that come off of these lips. I've got knowledge coming from my head, my toes, even my fingertips. I am an original Israelite Rasta Empress, reeking of success. I come to cast out all spies and to reveal all lies, to show up the system because they think we is dumb. But we were born with the wisdom, or the wise mind, should I say. Too long you've been astray. Remove yourselves from hell's gates. King Selassie is the Almighty, I say. But you don't have to take my word for it. Get up, seek, search for it.